guy. Yeah, one dude from Fortnite. Listen! Whenever you're in goal, I mean, it's very simple, you know what I mean? You just gotta watch people's eyes. Like if they're gonna go for a bounce, and they're over there, coming in for a bounce, they're gonna look at that wall right there. Or, right there. If they're juking, they're probably gonna go for a dunk, unless they're not that good at juking. And I mean, if they're behind the goal, your best, if they're like there, getting ready to throw it, or they're sitting there, you can just jump out and grab it, I mean. Or just stun them. Either one works, but it doesn't work every time. Oh, if you're in goal, my friend told me, my boy Fuse to be exact, told me this one girl said to keep your hands like up here and down here, which I didn't think was gonna do anything, but it is actually really good. Getting ready for someone to shoot the disc over here, and then I just decided, like, randomly just put my arm up here, like natural reaction, and he threw it right up here into my hand, and I threw it back to the shield to where my teammate was. Also, many times people have anchored it into me. My hands are up here. That's a disadvantage. I have to bring them down. So I usually have my hands on my sides, and once they come in, then I start moving my hands once they're pushing bubble. Now, if it's an anchor, you just, like, if it's over there, you want to just get right here. Have your hands ready just to auto grab. Wait for them to throw it. Keep your hands like kind of down, maybe in the middle up here, getting ready to go up, like something like this. Once they throw it, it's either gonna go through you, or if your hands are like around here, you're gonna grab them 110%. Unless they're really good at getting a wide angle pocket on this side, or if they throw it inside you, hits your head maybe. Talking about head, I mean, what? Oh, my fault. Oh no! I didn't mean it! Anyway, with headbutts, I had one save I just uploaded because I'm freaking awesome. The guy was coming over here, he threw it into the goal. I put my head here, it bounced off that direction. And if they're shooting threes on a goalie, you can easily, move around. Unless it's high. If it's high or too low, then you're kind of screwed. But if you're stunned and it's within like your head range, you can just move your head and hit it. And if you hit it and it just doesn't bounce away and goes in the goal, well, you just stole their point. You just stole their three. That easy. Kind of predict. If I'm a dive goalie and I think they're gonna throw overhand and they're not bringing their hand up, I'm gonna jump hand over here to grab the disc from their right hand, opposite of me, and I'm stunning them. So therefore they're stunned and I have the disc. If I miss the disc, I still stun them, or if I miss the stun, I have the disc. You kind of want to do both. And if they're juking, you want to, just a quick one. Then they're going to think you're jumping at them. They might crouch, and if they're already crouched, what are they going to do? Crouch again? They just go, and if they go, then you jump at them. Many times, if you don't even have to do anything, you just act like you're going to jump at somebody. Most times, they're going to duck or shield. So with Striker, he's coming out of this tunnel. Can you get it? Whenever I have it, and I'm about to duck somebody, I put my hand up, and then whenever they're close enough for me to duck, I flick my wrist and go down with it. Therefore, whenever I duck, it looks like I kind of threw it, and then I went down, so my hand went in this motion. Looks like I threw it. I also do that while just moving forward. I do that same motion. This. And with juking, whenever you're juking and you're pressuring goal, if you're just going straight at him, either be precise and get ready to duck, or just, while I was doing that, my arm was, I ducked. You know what I mean? If you put your arms like this, I learned this from my old team's goalie. His name was Zenzi. He put his arms up and boost, and he wasn't that tall. I was taller than him, and he was jumping higher than me. It's because he's putting his arms up, crouching, while he's boosting up, and then just jumps. Therefore, you get a like you get a huge jump. Plus, while doing that, you can go forward like this, and then your body will move like this. They can't grab you unless they're 8 foot. With geo-juking, is what I call it. I'm not sure if that's what it's actually called. I do it many times. It's my best strategy. It rarely doesn't work. I go from my arm down. With that, I'm going this way and this way with my spin. So, both of them, around I'm throwing myself, doing the same thing. And then I'm doing a side turn with this, going down. And then I do that, like that. And maybe the same thing right here, like this. And look, doing that quickly, it just looks like this. I mean, it's very, very good. Like, GOAT, you know what I mean? Like, godlike. I do that a lot, and it works almost every single time. Go back, up, down, and like this. Do some pitch and roll while spinning my body. Before the disc goes all the way like that while I'm spinning. And then my controller disconnects! Now, whenever we're on the ground, I've learned that, I mean, to be honest, I used to be really good at juking on the ground. I've kind of lost that skill because I'm better at juking on geos by a long shot. So I'll be here, and then I would go, like, you know, maybe like this, if they're kind of far. I would go at them, spin around this way, and back. Therefore, they just kind of twisted so hard, they're looking that way. Because, you know, I spun this way, they are turning this way, I'm going back around. So while they're turning, they never seen me, except whenever I was behind them over there. So I went through them, they lost sight, they're looking that way. While they're looking that way, I could probably just go past them if they look a certain way. Like, if I was behind them and they're facing this way for that juke, and they're gonna turn back left, and I went around them. They're gonna keep circling until they find me, and then I'll already be over here. And honestly, the most effective way, which is the most annoying way, I despise of doing this, and I never will. Maybe you're juking, just doing this, getting away from them. Whenever someone's chasing you, that's not juking. That is not juking. That's running away on the floor because you're faster on the floor than with the disc in the air. Back to playing goalie. If your goalie just got into goal, and you see that the player has the disc and they're shooting on the goalie that's about to be in goal and not ready for the save, just start yelling shot or something that like tells them, like, if I'm doing this and missing, if I were to make it and the goalie just turned around as soon as the thing went in because he wasn't ready, if you say shot, they're going to be a lot more ready for that save. A lot more ready for that save.